Okay, got that on. Turn the lights on. Okay, lights, camera, anguish. How you doing, guys? Doing this one really quick in the back of the Jeep over here, kind of late-ish at night. Then again, it is winter, so night falls around here pretty fast. Don't have a lot of time for this, so I'm going to make this kind of a quick one, I hope. Over the past bunch of days, you guys have pretty much been flooding my inbox asking for my opinion on this stuff. You want it? You got it. The basic gist of what's going on is that a bunch of tournament players are getting involved with this thing called Tazer ball. Now, I don't pretend to know everything about it, but from what I've gathered, it has something to do with trying to make a hybrid of soccer, football, and adding police-style tasers. A part of me cannot believe that this is not a joke. It wouldn't be the first time that tournament paintball players have pulled practical jokes like this on a lot of people, but just for a second, let's assume that it's not a joke. Assuming that it is not a joke, then I think we can safely assume this is just another rite of passage. Every society has its rite of passage for their young men, and almost all of them involve some kind of pain or discomfort. In primitive cultures, it involves tattoos or being able to take getting cut and stuff like that. In modern society, we don't really do that, but I remember being a kid, part of the rite of passage involved these Sour Patch gummies. Imagine a gummy bear that's completely coated with this absolutely vile stuff that would turn your tongue inside out. But how many you could eat is kind of how manly you were, because as we all know, 8 to 12-year-olds know all about being manly. Yeah. To some extent, paintball has also become this sort of rite of passage, because I see a lot of kids, and emphasis on the word kids, 10 to 15-year-old kids saying, "Oh, if you can't take the pain, you should just get off the field. I play with a bunch of D1 players all the time, and they light me up all the time, and I can take it. I'm tough. I'm a man." No, kid, it has nothing to do with how much pain you can take. It has to do with human decency, but I'm saving that for another time. Assuming that paintball is this rite of passage, I see this as just a logical progression of that. You know, how much pain can you take? How much absolute agony can you actually suffer through and keep on playing the game? That has nothing to do with manliness, guys. It just has to do with stupidity. Understand my perspective in this. I played paintball on a broken ankle. I played paintball with an incredibly damaged back. I played paintball in some of the possibly worst conditions that you could possibly physically play in. And I carried on and kept on going because I was young and stupid. And maybe it's just an old guy that has nothing to prove anymore, but I'm just looking at this as a bunch of young kids who are saying, "Hey, you know, I'm tough, I'm manly, I'm a paintball player, I'm tougher than you." No. So my take on it is I don't even want to acknowledge its presence. I would be more than happy if it were to go away. And I also think that the paintball players who are involved in this, they should probably disassociate themselves from this, because it's not going to do paintball any good as a sport in the long term. Not like paintball is actually interested in presenting itself as a sport, but that's another story entirely too. But let's go back to the beginning here. Let's assume this is a joke. This is just a bunch of tournament players making this really elaborate joke at our expense. Haha, really funny, guys. Okay, that's cool. Go back to beating the crap out of yourselves on a speedball field, shooting each other 10, 15, 30 times per second. Do what you want to out there. That's fine. If that's what you guys get off on, I don't make any judgments. Just do me one favor. While you're pissing on the sport that I actually kind of still enjoy, go disassociate yourself from what the rest of us actually play. Can you do that for me? Ooh, controversial. Ooh. Get over it.